Good day, everyone. Today, we will be discussing the introduction to information and communications technology, particularly the overview of current trends, the impact of ICT on individuals, organizations, and society, and ethical issues in ICT.
Overview of current trends. A trend refers to something hip or popular at a certain point in time. It can be a particular style in fashion, devices, or entertainment. A new trend may always come along to replace the old one. Technology trends tend to change as time goes by. According to Moore's law, technology is bound to upgrade itself in every 2 years. Gordon Moore predicted in 1965 that the computing power would dramatically increase over time, but as it increases, cost is expected to proportionally go down. Today, the 2 year prediction has decreased, with new releases happening in less than the predicted 2 years, if not every year. Here are the 7 major trends in 2017 from Forbes.com. Number 1. IoT and Smart Home Technology. Since 2016, the IoT or the Internet of Things has been trending. It evolved due to the convergence of multiple technologies. Common examples are wireless communication, data analytics, machine learning, and use of hardware technology such as sensors, microprocessors, and microcontrollers. By the name itself, it tells us that controlling everything with internet is almost possible, such as controlling home appliances through a mobile phone, setting the timer for the washing machine, and controlling the television to record shows. Number 2. Augmented reality and virtual reality. Still in 2016, the release of games such as Pokemon Go provided Pokemon fans a unique experience in an augmented reality, and the VR headset Oculus Rift showed its users what it's like to be immersed in the world they see in their headset. Number 3. Machine learning. Also termed as artificial intelligence, it means having machines decide for you. And though it is daunting or difficult to perceive, it's been made possible with the recent release of Apple's iPhone 10, Siri, the iOS intelligent personal assistant. Siri has also been upgraded with enhanced learning, adding more efficacy to the iPhone. Its latest features are Face ID, where the owner's face is the new password. A11 Bionic, claimed to be the most powerful and smartest chip ever in a smartphone. Wireless charging, where no more cable is needed for charging. iOS 11. With the latest operating system, its users can now scan documents in the Notes app, edit live photos, and in the US, pay friends in messages. Siri can also translate languages. Augmented reality. The AR is also designed for productivity and efficiency, which means for the latest iPhone 10, it allows users to navigate without looking at a map, visualize industrial equipment, and so on. Number 4. Automation. It is now possible to automate tasks that were previously human exclusive or activities that were only done by humans, thanks to the help of advanced technology. Proof is the wearable devices like step counters and heart rate monitors used by health conscious people. The information collected is automatically saved and stored on mobile devices for later analysis. Number 5. Big data. Big data is a term that describes large and complex volumes of data. It can be analyzed for insights, which can help make better decisions and come up with more strategic plans for the management. An example of this is Waze, which is an app that helps users determine traffic, direction, and route estimations, and notifies users with accident alerts and road hazards. Number 6. Physical digital integrations. Nowadays, majority of organizations are moving towards automation. Therefore, they identify their physical elements and create digital data for more efficient operation and backup. An example is the concept of having a paperless company, which everything that was used to be put on paper is now automated. That makes it a reliable and environment friendly concept. Lastly, number 7, everything on demand. It is now possible to have information in just one click, just as demanded due to the prevalence of network connectivity. Music, movies, and even drivers are made available through the apps in a smartphone.
Information and communication technology brings both positive and negative effects to individuals, organizations, and society. For its positive effects, it improved access to education. There are new ways of learning, such as the use of learning management system, which is a software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, automation, and delivery of educational courses, training programs, or learning and development programs. It implements educational enhancements such as distance learning and online tutorials, virtual reality, and interactive multimedia. An example would be the Google Classroom, which is what we are currently using right now in our online learning. Another positive effect is the access to information and communication. The internet is widely used in communication. Access to it is getting better as it has become available in almost all places, such as commercial establishments and public spaces. New tools have been promoted, such as the Voice over Internet Protocol phones, which describes the method to place and receive phone calls over the internet. Most people consider Voice over Internet Protocol the alternative to the local telephone company because it is a cost effective way to handle an unlimited number of calls. Another tool is the instant messaging, which is a type of online chat that offers real time text transmission over the internet. The other tools will be chat, such as the Facebook Messenger, Google Hangouts, Yahoo Messenger, and etc. Video chat, which is the Skype, Facebook video chats, and etc. And lastly, email. In addition, ICT has been maximized by most individuals nowadays for leisure and entertainment, such as watching movies, playing games, or even reading news and articles, and for creating new relationships with people around the world. Before, people used to send letters and wait for a response for many days, but now, it is easy for people to connect and interact with one another by just a few clicks away. The last positive effect would be security. With the advancement that ICT brings, individuals and organizations can solve any security problems. Examples of security measure and applications are the use of encryption methods to keep and protect data from any malicious software, the use of passwords for personal information protection, and the development of physical security systems such as the biometrics in the form of fingerprint, facial recognition, iris recognition, and voice recognition. Despite the positive effects, it also has negative effects, in which one of it would be reduced personal interaction and physical activity. Because of virtual communication, ironically, people are less likely to talk to or meet each other in person. Even if they were to meet up, they seem to spend more time checking their phones than talking with their loved ones. And because of the comfort of working from home and the entertainment that the internet offers, such as streaming movies, playing online games, and etc., physical activity is reduced, leading to health issues such as obesity and heart disease. With technology making lives easier, it also made people dependent on it. In the picture, the old TVs in the past were soon turned into flat panel TVs, which improved its performance. However, the person consuming the said technology highly likely became too lazy to exercise and maintain their health. Another negative effect is job loss or increase in unemployment. This can be considered as one of the worst effects of ICT due to three reasons. multiple workers being replaced and reduced by a smaller number of employees capable of doing the same volume of tasks, shipping or freight services in which a certain amount is added to the operating cost for the physical process of transporting commodities or goods, and automation through robots or machines replacing people in the assembly line. Lastly, security can also be a negative effect in ICT. ICT brings not only improvement but also threat to security. Data or files must always be kept secure and safe. The internet connection must always be safeguarded from different attacks such as data modification, identity or IP address spoofing, password-based attacks, denial of service, and etc. Computers should also be protected from various forms of viruses and malware which are released almost every day. Ethical issues in ICT. While some people apply ethical principles to the use of ICT, others simply do not. Hence the proliferation of cyber malpractices. The following are some of the ethical issues of ICT. Plagiarism. It is an act of theft in which a person copies another person's ideas, words or writings, and etc., and passes them off as his or her own. Those who committed such action may lead to serious legal and ethical defilements. In the Philippines, plagiarism is the same as copyright and could be considered under the Cybercrime Law of the Republic Act 10175. And according to the Department of Justice, plagiarism is not a crime but it is the same in copyright violation. Plagiarism has consequences or penalties for about 6 years of imprisonment and a fine of 50,000 to 150,000 pesos. Exploitation. It is an action in which one deals with a person dishonestly, unethically, and dishonorably in order to take advantage of the latter's works and or resources. This leads to unlawful actions. There are actually laws which prohibits discrimination and exploitation in the workplace. Libel. It can either be an insult, slur, or slander. Either written or spoken or even through actions, it may lead to libel if the accusation is not true and without any piece of evidence. One example would be software piracy, which refers to an act of installing or copying a software into the computer in the absence of an end-user licensing agreement or EULA and or producing a copy disregarding the copyrights. Software piracy is a violation of the copyright provisions in the IP Code of the Philippines or the Republic Act 8293 and Optical Media Act or the Republic Act 9239 and carries with it penalties of up to 9 years of imprisonment, a fine of up to 1.5 million pesos or both. That is all for our reporting. Thank you for listening.